You must have come across the term effective interest rate while reading a standard or during your work assignments. But are you aware about what it actually means, where and why it is used, and how it is calculated? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Raise Your Acumen. This is Harshal Patil. I am a chartered accountant and I am here to explain the concept of effective interest rate. Before we begin, do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about the short and informative content which will up your acumen. Now, what is an effective interest rate? It is a rate that discounts the estimated future cash flows over the expected life of the financial instruments to its gross carrying amount. The computation includes all cash flows such as fees, transaction costs, premiums or discounts which are directly attributable to the acquisition, issue or disposal of the financial instrument. Now let us understand the difference between normal interest rate and effective interest rate. Normal interest rate is the rate carried by the financial instrument, whereas effective interest rate is the actual IRR of the instrument. That is, in case of a financial asset, it reflects the actual rate of return on the instrument. And in case of a financial liability, it reflects the actual cost to the borrower. Let us understand why effective interest rate is used. The effective interest rate calculation reflects the actual interest earned or paid over a specified time frame. For lenders, effective interest rate reflects the actual rate of return, and for borrowers, it shows the cost more effectively. Let us now understand the relevance of effective interest rate while measuring a financial asset at amortized cost under IFRS 9 or Ind AS 109. So measuring a financial asset at amortized cost means that the interest revenue will be calculated using effective interest rate method. Under this method, the credit to profit or loss is based on the effective interest rate and the cash flow is based on the instrument's coupon rate of interest. The difference between the credit to profit or loss and cash flow is adjusted in the value of the financial asset. Let us now take a look at one illustration which will give you a practical aspect of how effective interest rate is used in an amortization schedule. So these are the facts of the case. Now let us summarize the facts. So let's first compute EIR. We'll map down all cash inflows and outflows and compute EIR using the XIRR function in Excel. Once you compute the effective interest rate, you can see how it is greater than the normal interest rate as it factors in the transaction cost and discounts all the expected cash flows to its present value. Now we'll see how the effective interest rate is used in an amortization schedule. So the closing balance is opening plus interest minus cash flows. Opening balance of 94 lakhs is derived after deducting the transaction cost from the loan amount. Now interest is calculated by multiplying the effective interest rate with the opening balance. And in the year 2025, you can see the cash flow of 1 crore 5 lakhs. This is because of the balloon payment clause. So this is it. The interest is credited to the profit or loss and the closing balance is the gross carrying amount. So this was it. This is the concept behind effective interest rate. I hope I was able to simplify the concept. Hope you liked the video. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel to get informative content. Do provide your suggestions, requests and queries in the comment box below. You can connect with me on LinkedIn I have given my profile link in the description below. Thanks for watching.